Alrighty. Okay, catch of the day. The whale, the gentle giant of the sea, the elegance, the beauty, the holy shit! Look at the size of that thing. Not only does it make my mom look small, it's half the size of the fucking whale. Imagine bringing that home to the kids. Dad, Tommy, Rachel, I have a surprise for you. Kids, yay! PlayStation 3! Dad, close, but not cigar.
What is it, Daddy?
Gentle lowering it onto the kitchen table. Thud. Whale cock! Biggest catch of the day. Had to use a chainsaw and a chisel to get the damn thing off. Daddy, there's inky stuff coming out from its mouth. Haha! Don't mind the pus, Timmy. I killed it while it was fucking your mom. Daddy, it's dripping all over the cat. Look, Rachel, I can fit my whole arm down its mouth. That's the spirit, Tommy. Where can we put it, Dad? We can hang it from the ceiling near the entrance, so when guests come in, they'll get a warm, sloppy hello right in the face. You're so smart, Daddy. Thanks, kids. Now drop trout, and I'll give you a real station to play with.
Wow.
Okay, my rant. I love it how some people think I'm doing this to get laughs. My mom, who is not to be named, thinks I am unfunny and deviant. I didn't start this to be funny. I did this because I can. I want to scare the shit out of people by abusing my First Amendment rights as much as possible. I have a wild and vast imagination, and I intend to use it. Plus, my mom wouldn't know what funny is if I slap her across the face. No sense of humor at all, and you'll have to excuse me while I go lick the urine off my nipples. Alright, kids show. It's about time I've done something with my life, so I've taken the liberty to make my own kids show. Kids shows today teach about safety and good health habits, but they left out one key moral, and that is mandatory if children today are ever going to succeed in society. That, my friends, is animal sodomy. I can see it now. The show will open with 10 children sitting around a live goat, lightly caressing its nipples and licking its genitals. That will go on for about an hour before the actual show starts. Next, we have the main character of the show come out. I call him the Sodom Monster. He first teaches a lesson or a new technique to try with your pet. Then his assistant, Holy, the giant puppet asshole, comes out of the center stage frolicking about, leaking what appears to be poo out of the center of the costume, handing out toy poodles to all the children to fulfill their dirty needs. The next part of the show involves a series of minigames that the children play with the poodles, such as penis tug-of-war and beat the shit out of the goat with a shovel. Then it all ends in a massive blood orgy, where everyone sings the backwards, satanic version of Amazing Grace. Then the Sodom Monster, with its massive puppet cock, gives it to Holy really hard, and everyone dies. The end.
But I am sorry to inform the public that earlier this evening a dog named Pippin was diagnosed with plastic. Surgeons and dog owners alike have become outraged and are now rallying against him City Hall as we speak.
Really?
Studies have shown that dogs with plastic tits may increase 50% by 2008 and soon may have an influence on the cats. When I got to speak with Pippin, he used to say, "Arf," and then proceeded to hump my leg. The locals don't know how to explain this to their children. I'm just going to tell them God accidentally placed the camel humps on the dog, says a disgruntled mother. The city redneck had this to say: "Well, I got my dog instead of them their plastic tots, and now Jarvis comes in real handy when I search the internet pornography." Well then, you have it, folks. Dog, tits, bestiality, and a whole lot of confusion. Thanks for the question, Ethan.
Tag, you're holy shit. Now, I know I've been away from posting, but I was too busy fighting the war on school uniforms, which of course I totally blame on the Middle East. Damn you, Iran, and your imaginary WMDs. But back to the blood and guts. You know what would be fun? Extreme tag. It's just like the regular tag, but you play with Molotov cocktails. Imagine throwing a projectile at a loved one and watching them burst into flames and shards of glass. Eyes balls dripping down their pant leg, plastic tits blowing up in their face. And then, if their head is still intact, they in return get to throw it back, as well as using anything else ranging from grenades to explosive dildos. We should have this activity for our next family reunion. Everyone is it, except Sommer. Good old-fashioned melt. Continuing from my last post, the midget will probably die somehow, somewhere up in the atmosphere. Now all I'm saying is that if you're traveling that fast and that high up, your skin is going to melt off, which brings me to my point. What to do with all the flesh and guts falling from the sky? Catch it in your mouth is what I say. Give it a good chew. You can make a game out of it. Whoever catches and eats the bloodiest, most putrid body part in the allotted time wins. It'd be great for children's parties all the way up there with Pin the Tail and Oprah's Winfrey's cum splooging asshole. It'd be a great addition to Gino's steaks menu. Turkey melt, tuna melt, organ melt, have people stand in the middle of the street. Pants is optional. With open steak rolls waiting for the dropping of molten flesh and blood to fill their stomachs with zesty, scrumptious human being. Bloody.
Read the first one.
Which one?
No, read
Read the very first one.
Nuclear Fun.
Okay. Nuclear Fun Fair. The majority view of nuclear warfare is a negative one here in the U.S. of A. But I believe if we can work together, shift the paradigm of the people to get a positive outlook. I mean, it's so obvious the answer has been under our noses for the longest time. Midgets! The reason why the massive death of thousands is so sad because we don't add enough pizzazz to it. Think of how happy and amused the people of Hiroshima would have been gazing at the little bastard tied to the end of a warhead right before they were sent to their doom. What joy! I'm almost certain that everyone would get a kick out of a screaming midget hurtling towards you at a breakneck speeds. Come to think about it, you may as well call it a sport. Extreme midget tossing, I say. The best part is everyone wins. You get a good chuckle and the midget gets to travel the world. What if the midget dies during the flight due to the skin melting off and such? That just brings me to my next post. As you can see, I read them backwards.
Wow! Fun shit. Wait, no, don't. Wait. Fun shit for retarded animals. Grason devices one retard at a time. I don't even know who
Dude, this is
who wrote this,
new,
but
right?
it wasn't us. And it's funny. Purple Jesus on things to do to a missionary. Mary's only version if you don't kind of know.
Stop the video.
Stop the video!